With example C, you'll get to see what I'm talking about when I say that we need to check our solutions before we just turn them in to make sure that they all make sense and make sure that they are real solutions. In this case, we have square root of 10 minus x squared minus x equals 2. Before we take the square of both sides, we want to make our job as easy as possible, and that means we want to simplify what we're going to square as much as we can. So let's put the 2 and the x on the same side, since squaring those together will be easier than squaring this whole mess over here. So if we take the square root of 10 minus x squared equals 2 plus x, and then we square both sides, this square will cancel this square root. So over here we'll have just 10 minus x squared. And over here we'll have 2 plus x times 2 plus x. 2 plus x. Thank you. Gives us 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times x is 2x. X times 2 is another 2x. And x times x is x squared. So now we'll have 10 minus x squared equals 4 plus 4x plus x squared. Move everything to one side. We'll add x squared to both sides and subtract 10 from both sides. So we'll get 0 equals negative 6 plus 4x plus 2x squared. Divide everything by 2, and we'll get 0 equals, and I'm going to go ahead and reorder this so that it goes in descending powers of x. X squared plus 2x minus 3. Then what we'll do is put all these things into our quadratic formula. We have an a of 1, a b of 2, and a c of negative 3. So we'll have negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Simplify, we'll get 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12 over 2 times 1 is 2, negative 2 plus or minus square root of. Okay, got all the pieces transferred down. So now we have 4 plus 12 is 16. So we have negative 2 plus or minus square root of 16 over 2. Square root of 16 is 4, so that gives us negative 2 plus or minus 4 over 2. So our two answers then are negative 2 plus 4, which would be 2 over 2, which would be 1, or negative 2 minus 4, which would be negative 6 over 2, which would be negative 3. So we're going to take our two answers now and put them back in the original equation up here. Let me make some room real quick so we can calculate that down without running over ourselves. Okay, so we'll have the square root of 10 minus 1 squared minus 1 equals 2, checking this solution. So we get 1 squared is 1, 10 minus 1 is 9, so the square root of 9 minus 1 equals 2, square root of 9 is 3, minus 1 equals 2. That one checks out, so that answer works. Then we plug the other one in, we'll get the square root of 10 minus negative 3 squared minus negative 3, oops, let me make a little more room, sorry. There we go. Minus negative 3 equals 2. So then we have negative 3 squared is 9, so we have 10 minus 9, so that's the square root of 1, minus negative 3, so plus 3 equals 2. Square root of 1 is 1, plus 3 is 4, and 4 does not equal 2. So this answer is extraneous. It does not work. So the only answer that we can actually turn in is x equals 1, and you can see that it's obviously very important to check because sometimes they just don't work out.